Hey guys, Dr. Prometheus here. Welcome back to some more of our modded Madden. We got a new thing into the Madden tool. It's Pro Bowl voting. We have it in hand, and we have one more other thing we're going to look at as well before we move on to whatever our preview is, which is Las Vegas. So Caleb has the QB votes right now. Other than that, we don't have a lot up front. In the top 10 on the offensive line has been pretty decent. Nothing at left tackle, nothing at left guard because we have had an injury. We've had to rotate there. At center, Jonah Jackson is 7, James Daniels is 6 at right guard, and at right tackle, Darnell Wright is 5th. At left end, it is Melon at 8. And there's nothing at DT. And then at right end, Montez Sweat isn't there either. The linebackers wise, Jerome Baker is 4. And then Jalen Johnson for corners is 4th as well. And I don't think we have anything else down here. The other one, I believe there is awards race as well. Here we go. Coach of the year, MVP, offensive player of the year, defensive player, rookie of the year, Xavier Resprito. I can see that. Defensive rookie of the year, Prinsley's down there. Caleb, best quarterback, is 3rd. And then Jalen Johnson is 3rd. The other one is mock draft. So we have this, but it's past round 1. We'll have to see this when we get to anything like that. So looking at the Raiders, Gabriel's likely going to be their guy that comes in. So he's going to be on there. They're going to be without Justice Hill, Vermont Jones, Tevin Jenkins, Jackson Powers Johnson, Jaren Reed, Spillane's, Zamir White. So that's going to be a couple things. Look at the scouting report. Dylan Gabriel, 27th best quarterback. Running backs are 32 in the league, leading with Ollie Gordon. Wide receivers, 32 in the league, so worse with Deontay Johnson, Juju Smith-Schuster, and Bill Melton. They're still just trying to rebuild this receiving core. Tight ends, though, 3rd with Brock Bowers. An offensive line, 18 with Miller, Parnham, James, Meredith, and Munford. We go over to defense. Defensive line, 28. Well, that's not great. Citizens. It's Christian Wilkins, Eddie Goldman, Kevin Bryan there on the line. The linebackers, 5th. With Crosby, Eckenberg, Smith, and Abdul Carter. Very good rushers there. And secondary, 29th. Nate Hobbs, Jack Jones, Mike Hilton, Quan Martin, and Julian Blackman. So it's something we're just gonna have to figure it out. All right. So yeah, let's get over and let's play this game. It is week 16, and we'll see how we do this. See what the team meeting's all about here. Let's talk about our opponent's weaknesses, I should say. I asked you all to watch film and analyze their offense. What did you see? Well, they're starting a rookie QB. Okay, Dylan Gabriel is a rookie QB. That makes sense. You struggle with deep accuracy. All right, Jalen, it's your day today. Right, how should we attack that? Good pass rush? Cover everything underneath and force them to take deep shots. Okay, I actually like that. We'll be successful if... Let's go It's under 55%. I think we can do that under 55%. Maybe. All right, Jalen, see if we can get it through. And I think there was another one that was in there as well, maybe. Hey guys, welcome to a Clash of Conferences. It is week 16. Couple more weeks to go. Caleb in his MVP season. We have another rookie coming out, and we'll see if Dylan Gabriel can take the Raiders and beat the Bears. Rainy day here in Chicago. Remember one of these rainy days like this I went to in real life with Justin Fields with the famous 49ers game where he's sliding through the water. I was physically at that game, and there was a ton of rain. And well, it looks like we have it in Madden, which is nice to see. So, gonna be a good match, good game, and the defense is gonna have to carry this one and do some damage against a rookie. So here we go. Taylor kicks it off to kick off the week 16 for us, taken at about the 10 and taken out to the 28. That's Horton with that return, and out comes none other than the rookie Dylan Gabriel out of Oregon. So 1,500 yards, been banged up a little bit today. Nothing crazy, but hey, just hasn't played the entire season. Ollie Gordon, another rookie out here, getting the carry for a gain of 7. Play action over on the left side, and I forgot Dylan Gabriel is a left-handed thrower. But that I did forget. Dropping back, play action, looking, finding his man there, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds. That is, I believe that's Juju Smith-Schuster with that one. Dropping back, another play action, going there, a lot of space there, hits his man, and that's Bo Melton. From the 12, pressures there, Pickens forces a throw out of bounds, looking for Brock Bowers. Now the shotgun, gonna hand off here right side, medium quickly is Gordon, and that's makes it 3rd and 7. Dropping back, looking, Gabriel finds the man, has Brock Bowers, has to come back to the football, and he is not gonna have forward progress past the line. Snap though, quick throw right side, easy day, and Bo Melton with the touchdown. So the Bears gonna take it out to Atwell from the end zone, take it up to the 24, and that is where Caleb Williams coming out here. He has a chance to make Bears history and go over 4,000 yards. He just has a 220-yard game today. So, can he do it? Gonna be an RPO handoff to Jaden Ott for 2. Gonna be a pitch out right side. Luther Burden with the screen, and that only picks up a couple more. 3rd and 5, dropping back. Blitz is in his face. Finds Rome Odunze for the first down. 1st and 10, handoff. Scatterboo left side, and that's stopped. Dropping back again, looking as time finds his man. It's DJ Moore for 8. The live formation, tight end left side. Scatterboo filing Stromberg, and that is going to be pushed to the 50. Gonna set up a screen here, Jaden Knott, and just not able to get it going. Remember, Will Campbell is playing a little right tackle because of an injury to Darnell Wright, so kind of moving him around. So he is going to be up against Max Crosby, and Max Crosby is a game wrecker. Running it back here to the Raiders, going to be start off with a handoff. Ollie Gordon left side for 6. Gonna be a handoff again to Gordon, and he has another room to the 36 and a first down. Out of the shotgun, handoff left side, and that is going nowhere. Another handoff, a little bit of traffic, good penetration, and it's a no gain. Gabriel, a little bit of an off center snap, but hey, the little draw there gets the first down. Hand off left side. And that's a gain of 6. I forgot who their other back is in this one, but play action, missing Brock Bowers. Dylan Gabriel here, dropping back, trips right, looking, throws it out to Ollie Gordon. A lot of traffic there, and Ollie Gordon makes a man miss and a first down. High formation, tight end left side. It's going to be a handoff up the middle, and there's Baker with the stop. Dropping back again, the shotgun looking, and that is tight coverage with Brisker, not able to knock it away though. 3rd and 4, dropping back, looking, finds his man, big hit, and holds on to the football. We hand off to Ollie Gordon, right side, Sanborn and company there to stop that one. 2nd and 8 from the 19, inside the red zone. Gabriel shifting over to this right side, and he's going to throw it away. I think that's intentional grounding, but it is what it is. Ollie Gordon in the backfield, out of the shotgun looking. Time, and he's going to throw it out the back of the end zone. So it's a 10-0 game here in favor of the Raiders, and we need to get something going. Williams here, finding his man to the 50, has a block downfield. Komet to the 30, the 20, the 10, one man to beat. He will beat him there in the end zone. It is DJ Moore. Let's go. A little zig in, zig out, about 5 to 10 yards downfield. Maybe it's 10 to 15. But he's there, beats his man, has the Cole Komet block, and he's able to hold that, and has the speed down the sideline to take it the distance. And just like that, it's a 3-point game. Play action, looking, has time, finds his man, and that's thrown and picked off by Tyreek Stevenson. Brock Bowers with the tackle, and just like that, the next play, it is Bears football, and we are threatening to either tie it or take the lead. McGabriel had the time. He probably waits too long. Dexter in his face. If he throws this as Johnson's coming out of his break, it's probably caught and turned upfield. But he waited too long. Roshan Johnson left side for loss of 1. Jay Knott checks in the backfield looking. And now Caleb is sacked. And now it's a 3rd and 16. Dropping back. Gonna find DJ Moore again. Nowhere near the first down marker. It's 4th and 9. Dropping back. Caleb finds his man as DJ Moore. Able to work it upfield for the first down. From the 30. A little bit of a run up the middle, a little bit of line movement with the blocks, but only gains 2. And there's Max Crosby beating Will Campbell with the pressure. Dropping back, looking, finds, wow, and we just put a hospital pass to Cole Komet. Lucky it wasn't picked off, but I suck at kicking field goals sometimes, and I was nowhere close. Ouch. So here we go with a 2-yard stop here on first down, but finding Brock Bowers up the middle for a big gain into Bears territory. High formation, Bowers on the right side as the tight end, hand off to Ollie Gordon for 5. A little bit of a pistol now with Ollie Gordon getting a handoff, and there's Brisker with a good tackle. If Brisker keeps on playing like this and can stay healthy, I think he might get a contract extension here. As we blitz that one, we cause a throwaway, and then here we cause an overthrow with an 8-gap blitz on 4th down. So we take it from our 35, and that's a gain of 3. Scatterbo getting the carries here. Swift is still out. And that's no gain. Dropping back. Williams looking, has time, finds Cole Komet, and Komet with the first down. 3 tight ends set here. Amagaji staying into block, so it's out there. Cole can't haul it in. And now we're going to set up a screen on 2nd and 10. Jay Knott gets this one, trying to work inside, spin away, and makes it a 3rd and 2. Gonna be a handoff to Scatterbo up the middle. And hey, it's Bates playing center and clearing that line for a first down. Trying to send a screen on the right side, or actually on the left side this time. That's a gain of 8. dropping back. Caleb has to put it out to Ott. Ott trying to make a move and no gain out for this one. That's going to be counted as a run as it's a backward pass. Dropping back. Caleb. Little bit of a risky throw with that, but the defender's back's turn. Cole Kmet comes up with a first down. Dropping back. Caleb going to rush us up the middle and slide to pull it into the red zone. 2nd and 3 on the 18. The ball is up and overthrows Luther Burden. It was there. 3rd and 3. Dropping back, looking. Jaden Ott pulls him away. There's a little bit of contact in the middle linebacker. Big hit as he goes in the end zone. And that is a Caleb Williams scrambling touchdown. We'll take it. We will take it. After that good run by Caleb, we are back with a minute 8. And the Raiders trying to get something to happen here. And that's a big throw, and it's knocked out of his hands. I think that the intended receiver is Bo Melton. And that's a big play for the Bears. Gabriel finding Ollie Gordon for the first down. Clock is ticking. They allow it to tick instead of actually taking a timeout. Looking, Gabriel scrambling on this one and slides before Baker can get him. They still have not taken a timeout. Looking, gonna go underneath there and stays in bounds. Still not taking a timeout here. Kind of a weird thing for the Raiders to do, but really that's thrown in the ground. So we do take a timeout because we want to see if we can get something out of Tutu Atwell. Maybe we can get a good return. So here we go from the 10 on the outside past the 20 and good coverage. That will be the end of this half. 14-10. We've missed a field goal. We've had one turnover against the Raiders. Tyreek Stevenson coming up. Probably not as much pressure as we do want, but as we look at the scores around the league, the Eagles have beat the Lions. They moved to 7-9. So the Lions in trouble. Then we have a division matchup, Vikings Packers. It's the Packers that win this one. They both moved to 8-7. So I mean, we have this division at this point. I think we locked it up last week, but that kind of solidifies that we have the division. It is division win. We are division winners. So dropping back here, Caleb misses his man DJ Moore. It is a 3rd and 5. Dropping back, finds DJ Moore again for the first down, down to 45. 5 catches for a $103 already for DJ Moore. Big run by Scatterboo though on the outside. Good edge set block by Will Campbell. And Scatterboo's going to get some work here as he gets another 4. Jay Knott checks in, little counter, in a good gap fill by the Raiders safety. Dropping back, Caleb. Will Campbell cannot stop Max Crosby. That is insane. And then we go to Luther Burden, and that is not caught. So on 4th down, we turn it over on downs, I believe, or maybe we punted, but either way, I think we punted. On 2nd and 10 here after a no gain, going deep. It's a man. The Raiders have a man wide open, and Xavier Watts just takes a bad angle to that one. That's why we're still looking at possibly taking Caleb Downs in the 1st round going into next year, because Watts has some talent, but it's not there. But we find an end around with Scatterboo, and we are striking quickly, getting into Raiders territory. Pitch out to the left side. Roshan Johnson not going anywhere. Actually lost to. Looking here, Williams. A good pancake there. Will Campbell on Max Crosby. That's rare. You see that. Trying to set up a screen here. Scatterboo has some room. Works up into a 1st down. Out of the shotgun. Looking. Hand off to Scatterboo. Has some room, and that's a big gain of 12. Stacking it here. Dropping back. Looking. Flustered out of the pocket. Caleb is going to gain of 7. Little offset handoff left side. Scatterboo breaking some tackles to get a gain 1. 3rd and 2. Roshan Johnson up the middle, and great blocking right now against this defense. From 1st down, looking, Caleb moving around the pocket. Looking, tries to find his man and just throws that out of bounds. Under center here, 2 tight ends, play action, rolling out right side, has time. Gonna try to find his man, and that's a big break on the ball. Luckily, it wasn't intercepted. Rain might have contributed to that one. Now Caleb's gonna scramble for this one, get the second rushing touchdown of the day. And that'll make it 21-17. Caleb doing some big work here. MVP season is still on. It's still doing a pretty good job, and I think we will lock this up if we keep on playing like this with Caleb Williams. He's playing great. After a gain of 4, play action, Dylan out to Brock Bowers, and Nat will lose 3. Dropping back, looking out of the shotgun. As time going deep, double coverage, and knocked away by Xavier Watts, and that will cause a fumble. Now, I know this flag isn't a big thing because it is technically a bug either with Madden itself or it might be the mods. I typically don't take it. We will take that penalty there just because it didn't really matter. And we lost the yard in the next play in the first place, so we're back where we were. Trying to find Luther Burden, and that's a catch on the sideline. The ref is saying that makes history for Caleb. Over 4,000 yards, the first Bears quarterback to go over 4,000 yards in a season. And this dot, though, I think he's out of bounds, but they don't challenge it. And we don't have a booth review. So after a 1-yard gain, looking here, gonna put out the Jaden Ott, quickly hit. It's 3rd and 5, dropping back. And he runs out of time. That's gonna be a sack for the Raiders. And we don't miss the kick on this one, so it's a 7-point game. 7-point game. Little offsets, misdirection given, and with that counter, that's a gain of 3 to Ollie Gordon. I formation up the middle, good pancake there by the offensive line, and that's me a gain of 13. Play action, looking, has time, going deep again, and luckily that one's not picked off. Xavier Watts coming through when he needs to, even though he gave up that one play, and it's the Moolah Melon coming up with a great sack. It's 3rd and 19. Out of the shotgun, Dylan Gabriel sacked by Nandi. Back-to-back sacks. It's punted back to the Bears. Hand off to Scatterboot, bouncing off a couple of his own guys for a gain of 1. Just trying to round down this time. Caleb looking, going short. DJ Moore breaking a tackle, and a first down, moving the chains. The live formation handoff, Scatterboot, and I kind of picked the wrong hole there, but it's still a gain of 5. Caleb looking here. They only rush 3 and drop an extra man back in Romadunze with a first down. Dropping back. They send an extra one, and Caleb just misses that throw. Setting up a screen. Throwing out the left side. Block is not there, but Jaden Ott does break a tackle to get 5. Dropping back. Has time. It misses him. Wide open back. We're going to go for it on 4th and 5. Looking. Has the man. It's Luther Burden. First down. Working inside the 30 to the 23. Handoff of Roshan Johnson, trying to bounce it back to the right and loses 1. Jay Knott now getting this one, trying to go up the middle and nowhere to go. Empty backfield set. They send 2 more, and we have a man wide open, Cole Komet, and that will be likely the nail in the coffin at this point. 2-score lead. As long as we protect the football, and I think we will have this game in the rain. So here we go, 31-17, dropping back. Trying to get it all back in one throw, going deep, and that is punched out by Xavier Watts, intended for Brock Bowers. Dropping back, Hennessy throws backside, that's Montez Wet with that pressure. Little pistol formation, looking, and Tonka Hemingway with the stop, 4th and 16. dropping back. He needs all of it in one play. He's going to go for it all in one play. And Jalen Johnson will pick that one off. Going down the left sideline. And Gabriel tackles him. But we could tack more on, but we're going to run this football. Scatterboo left side for 1. Just wasting time here. Hand off to Scatterboo left side and line of scrimmage. Little play action. Well, actually not a play action, but a little shotgun action, I should say. And he is going to get the first down. Scatterboo, little misdirection counter type deal. That's a weird play there with a single back. Here's Caleb going to scramble this one and gain 4. It is 3rd and 4. And Scatterboo up the middle will have the first down, 1st and goal. Handoff. Scatterboo bounces out left side down at the 7. 2:40 left. And we're just scamper that in. And that will be another Bears touchdown. Nail in the coffin, like I said before. But Scatterboo wanted a touchdown as well. We have maybe next week or the week after, Swift will be back. So we're given a pretty healthy mix of running backs in here, which I do like. And there is still a possibility we do trade Swift as time goes on. There's still that possibility next year. Now, Brock Bowers getting a wide open catch there. Baker not able to go through. 1st and 10 from the 43. Gabriel looking, has time and out of bounds. Good coverage downfield. Looking downfield again, and that's batted away by TJ Edwards, who in real life just got a contract extension. Looking here, Gabriel going deep, and that's picked off by Brisker, and that will seal the deal. No timeouts that the Raiders had. Victory formation, and the Bears will move to 11 and 4. With 2 games left, we already had this one in the bag because everyone was only at 8 and 7. The rest of the division, with those losses, we had a division anyway, but this will lock it up even further. And there it is. Good game. Caleb, 4 combined touchdowns, 4 in the air, 4 rushing. We had some good defensive plays. We had 3 interceptions. Big plays by Xavier Watts, but we do have to figure it out. So without further ado, let's go over to StatDark. What a game in the rain. 38-17. Caleb Williams, 2 touchdowns in the air, 308. We see him as the first Bears quarterback over 4,000 yards in a season. We still have 2 games left after this. So we could be 4,500 yards. We'll kind of see it. Here we go into the player stats. Caleb was good. 23 of 35, 308, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Dylan Gabriel, 13 of 32, so we kept him under that 55%. Well, hell, we kept him under 50%. 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions in the rain. When it came to rushing, Cam on the ground, 78 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 touchdowns at 44 yards for Caleb. That's a big one. Raiders, Valley Gordon at 63 yards on the ground. In the air, see Bo Melton with that big touchdown. 95 yards, does have an additional touchdown after that. But other than that, very pedestrian day for the rest of the receiving corps, including Brock Bowers. For us, it was another big day for DJ Moore. Buck 21 in the air. Cole Kmet with that 39 and a touchdown. Luther Burden with 67. We got Rome Odunze in there with 2 catches for 16. It's just these slick conditions. I just wanted to run the ball. Xavier Truss had 1 sack given up. Campbell had 1. Daniels had 1. We've had a little bit of some issues. And well, we're trying to figure it out because I think we moved James Daniels out at left, or no, it was Will Campbell out at left tackle. Truss is playing left guard, so we'll see how that goes if we have to keep on going with it. And they gave up 3 sacks as well. Them defensively, a lot of tackles. Hamlin had to come up and play in the box. 4 TFLs here, 3 for Brian. Sacks, Saunders, Brian and Max Crosby with sacks. For us though, the Bears side, Brisker with 9 total tackles, most on the day. A lot of TFLs, gonna share it around. Sacks by Tonka Hemingway, we had that one ourselves. Derek 90, I think we had that one when he was trying to scramble. And Will Mellon has one as well. Interceptions by Tyreek Stevenson, Jaquan Brisker, and Jalen Johnson. If Brisker stays healthy the rest of the season, we might lock him up to a long-term deal. I'm gonna get my thumbnail, and we'll be right back over with the Madden tool, and we'll see how that goes before we advance the week. Feeling great, baby. Jalen Johnson did absolute work. We don't really use XP in that manner, but it is okay. All right, I'm gonna go to next week. We'll see you guys in the Madden tool, and it's week 17 against the Bengals. Yeah, so here we go. Week 16 to recap. Dolphins had the Steelers to go 10-5, beating them by 11. Packers over the Vikings to both move to 8-7. Cowboys over the Chargers by 6. Falcons beat the Rams 24-7, moved to 12-3. I think they're going to be the first seed at this point. Seahawks moved to 8-7 inside of Bucks after a 5-point win. Giants moved to 8-7 after beating the Commanders. Commanders fall to 5-10. That's ouch. Eagles 27-19 over the Lions. The Niners 9-6, a 3-point win over the Panthers. The 49ers have been on a roll to get actually competitive, and I think they are winning that division, I believe, at this point. Bengals over the Browns, moved to 8-7. Broncos moved to 8-5 after beating the Jets. Ravens trying to get back to at least, well, they can't get to 500. They can get to 8-9, but I don't think that's going to help them overall. They beat the Colts 30-3. Texans moved 11-4 after a win against the Chiefs. Chiefs look like they're not going to make the playoffs this year. I think that's the first time in Mahomes' career where the Chiefs do not make the playoffs. The Titans over the Cardinals moved to 7-8. Both of them are 7-8. Jags beat the Pats, moved to 8-7. Caleb Williams was great. Pass rushers in Atlanta did some work against the Rams. A lot of good stuff here for everyone. Big story there. Joe Thuney. Well, real life, the Bears have him. I traded for him. Injury for a few weeks. We know this about Centurion Perkins. This kind of last week. Puka Nacua coming back with the Rams, so that should be good. So Sauce Gardner there. And the top player goes in college goes to Oklahoma receiver Jaden Gibson, who was the Heisman Trophy winner this year. And Jimmy Kibble continues to grow. He is the FCS player of the year. So 2 receivers. Wow, okay. To kind of go through this, Cam Moore, decent game. Top rookies, Cam had a good one. Ashton Genty had $143. Fields with the Titans, winning that game. And then disappointment. Stanford throwing 3 interceptions. AJ Brown only 3 yards and a win against Detroit. Jonathan Taylor only 20 yards against the Baltimore team that beat him up. Sutton only had 1 catch, but they do beat the Jets. Injury reports, well, there's still some injuries going on. I probably need to put it down just a little bit more, but I think we should be fine. Your transactions, which were added, so we'll see this. Couple of releases. Here, 2.5 to Cincinnati. Really? I mean, we have some issues. We're not getting the sacks. We only have 30 sacks. I still think we're the better team on paper by any means at this point. All right, let's look at a couple of things here. Statistics. Joe Burrow, 4,000 yards, 24 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. Chase Brown's our lead back, 802 yards, 6 touchdowns. Ravion Henderson here is doing actually a pretty good job. 301 yards as a rookie, 4 touchdowns. The receiving core, T. Hickens, over 1,000 yards, 5 touchdowns. Ray Burton, they picked up last year, so that's a good one as well. Alan Lazard. Jamar Chase, I'm guessing he has a massive injury. We'll have to look at that. That's probably what has hurt them a little bit. Who is still injured? Jamar Chase tore his Achilles in week 6. Well, that'll do it. And then Jalen Walker, complete ACL tear week 15. First round pick in this last draft. That hurts. That hurts. Now we do have this mock draft. We'll look at it right quick because we would be around here. Caleb Downs, they project him going at 12. So I don't think getting Caleb Downs is realistic. So we're gonna have to figure out what we're gonna do. Because our second thing is, where was Love? Is Love slated to go somewhere? There's Cade. It might be a trade back, depending. And I would not be opposed to that. Okay, so thanks for hanging out, guys. In the next episode, we will take on the Bengals as we go into week 17. Thanks for hanging out. Go and leave a like below, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Later.